Things are heating up in the Middle East again. The US is sending warships, Iran is ramping up its nuclear program, and Israel's ready to strike. What's going on? Here's everything you need to know in 5 minutes. The US just deployed a serious naval force near Iran. This move is seen as a significant escalation in the region, raising eyebrows and concerns among international observers. We're talking about 12 warships, including the USS Theodore Roosevelt, one of the most formidable aircraft carriers in the world. This deployment is not just a show of strength but a clear signal to Iran and other regional players, and over 4,000 Marines and sailors. These personnel are highly trained and ready for any potential conflict or mission that may arise. And get this, the USS Abraham Lincoln, which was in the Pacific, this aircraft carrier has now been redirected to the Middle East, a move that is far from routine. It's now in the Middle East. That's not routine, that's a message. The repositioning of such a significant asset underscores the seriousness of the situation. Why? The US says it's about deterring Iranian aggression and protecting allies like Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other key partners in the region. This is a strategic move aimed at maintaining stability, especially after the targeted killings of top Hamas and Hezbollah commanders. These actions have heightened tensions, making the US presence even more critical in these volatile times. But the big issue? Iran's nuclear program. This program has been a point of contention for years, drawing international scrutiny and concern. The world watches closely as Iran continues its nuclear activities. Iran's been enriching uranium faster, and experts say it's closer than ever to having the materials needed for a bomb. This rapid advancement has alarmed many countries, especially those in the West, who fear the potential for nuclear proliferation. The US wants Iran to scale it back. American officials have been vocal about their concerns, urging Iran to adhere to international agreements and reduce its uranium enrichment activities, like stop enriching uranium beyond agreed limits. These limits were set to ensure that Iran's nuclear program remains peaceful and doesn't pose a threat to global security. But Iran's saying, no way. They argue that their nuclear program is for peaceful purposes and that they have the right to develop nuclear technology. They want sanctions lifted first. The economic sanctions imposed on Iran have severely impacted its economy, and lifting them is a top priority for the Iranian government. So now, we're seeing indirect negotiations recently in Rome and Oman, but they're shaky. These talks are crucial, but progress has been slow and uncertain, with both sides holding firm to their demands. Both sides are basically trying to avoid war while still flexing hard. The situation remains tense, with military posturing and diplomatic efforts happening simultaneously, as the world hopes for a peaceful resolution. Meanwhile, Israel is not playing the waiting game. Prime Minister Netanyahu is warning that if diplomacy fails, Israel may carry out limited airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities, with or without US support. They've done it before, like with Iraq's reactor in 1981 and Syria's in 2007. So yeah, this isn't just talk. This isn't just about Iran and the US, it's about the entire region. There are fears that if Iran is attacked, proxy groups like Hezbollah or militias in Iraq and Syria will respond, possibly sparking a wider war. And with the US military already deployed, any miscalculation, a drone strike, a ship confrontation could spiral quickly. So what's next? The situation in the Middle East remains tense and unpredictable. Every move by the key players could have significant consequences. The US is showing strength but still pushing diplomacy. Military preparations are ongoing, yet diplomatic channels remain open, signaling a complex strategy. Iran's holding its line and Israel's ready to act. Both nations are on high alert, with military forces prepared for any eventuality. The next few weeks? Crucial. Key dates are approaching that could determine the course of events. Time is ticking, and the world is watching closely. If talks break down, or if someone pulls the trigger, this could explode into a full-blown conflict. The stakes are incredibly high, and the potential for escalation is real. We'll be watching. Stay tuned. Like and follow for more real-time updates on global conflicts. Stay informed and stay connected as we bring you the latest developments from around the world.